Hello.
Hello, Danny. How are you?
I'm good. It's so good to have you guys on.
Oh, it's exciting to be on.
Thanks for having us.
It's daylight where you are. It's not here. It's not daylight here.
5 p.m. 5 p.m.
5 p.m. Is it a nice warm day?
Yeah, the weather, can't complain. The weather's been beautiful lately.
Oh, good. It's been sunny here today. Still a bit windy and cool, but it's warming up. Not probably to what you guys are used to.
No, we're gearing up for our summer.
No, yes. I'm in Tassie, so our summer's nothing like yours, but it is still, we do get some hot days, just different types of heat, I think. But thank you for joining us. Thank you for braving this program. I know it's a bit daunting when we say it's online. It's always but we haven't had you guys on before. Can you guys tell us a little bit about your musical journeys? And, you know, because you guys joined last year together. Can you tell us just a little bit about how it all happened?
Yeah, so basically we've both been in cover bands and things for, I think, Bob over 30 years and me 20 plus. But, yeah, we were just, I guess we got to the point where we were both sort of, you know, not really loving the cover music. And Bob's always been into original songwriting and just never had, like, the right people to work with. So he approached me one day and, yeah, we just sort of had a chat and said, you know, it's worth trying something different. And so that's how sort of Highway 95 formed. Yeah. So it's been an incredible 12 months plus. And yeah, we're really excited to be where we are now and looking forward to the future as well.
How did you come up with Highway 95? What was the story behind that?
I'm born and bred at a town called Port Hedland, just 2 hours north of us. And the highway that runs through there is Highway 95. So it's a highway I grew up crossing to either, you know, go visit family, go fishing, go to school, go to work. It was just always, we're always on it every day. And especially being up here in the mining game, it's, you know, all the big mining gear comes up that road to, you know, it's a backbone of Australian economy. And yeah, it just means a lot to me, that highway. Spent many years up and down that highway.
I love that. Every time you're on a different adventure, going somewhere else.
Yeah, always. And yeah, I love going, visiting family and out camping and fishing, and yeah, it just feels like home.
Yeah, I love that. That's a great way to name it. I always find it interesting how people come up with names and how it all comes about. But it's interesting, as you were sort of saying, you know, you've done it for years and then it worked. Last year, you guys, you had a really great year and you've had a really great 2024. So it's great to see you've done so many singles.
Yes.
How does it feel? Because as you said, coming from the cover band sort of side of it, did it sort of, and when you two sort of started releasing, did it feel different? Like, it would have been pretty nerve-wracking to start with, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I like my last band I was in. I was the lead guitarist in a cover band. I was in for 19 years. And I got to a point where I just lost all enthusiasm. I just found I was just up there being a robot, just playing with no feel, no nothing. And I just had yearning to start writing and recording my own stuff. And yeah, it feels amazing to get your stuff out there and see it on the charts. And I think the main thing for me, I've had people reach out to say a certain song has helped them get through a certain situation. And when I get those messages, that's like I've done my job, and that really makes a difference. Yeah.
Sorry about the camera noise before. That would be the most exciting bit to me, would be, you know, hearing you've reached someone and hearing their thoughts on the song too. Like, you know, and I think, you know, you can, as I always say, you can write a song about something and what someone takes away from it can be completely different. And it just depends on how they're listening and the emotions they're feeling when they're listening, which is, it gives songs so much life. So much life.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But that would have to be my favorite part, I think, if I was doing what you guys are doing. Chris,
and also, keep going.
Sorry, Chris just popped in to say hello. Hi, Chris.
Hi, Chris.
Hey, Chris. Yeah, the main thing for me is recording music as well. Is I find now we're playing our own stuff live, we're actually becoming better musicians. Like my guitaring is growing, and Nicole's voice is just getting better and better because you just got more enthusiasm and more feeling. Because it's your own music. So it's making us grow better as musicians as well.
That's actually really interesting because I haven't heard or thought of it in that way, because I guess when you're covering songs, you know how they sound a certain way, I guess. So you're sort of trying to do that because people recognize it. Whereas this is your sound, you can experiment and do what you like.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. That's been a massive transition for me, because I'm used to like pretty much parroting the cover songs, and, you know, people expect it to be sung or played a certain way. So you know, you try and put that in, but doing original music, nobody sort of knows how it's meant to be anyway. So we can put our heart and soul into it. And with Bob's songwriting, all of his songs are storytelling and very relatable. And whenever we perform them or I sing them, I try and like relate it back to something in my life, so that you can get that raw emotion in there as well, which is something that I think is just authentic, and you feel the song, you lose yourself in the music itself. So, and that's kind of special.
It is, and it's something that, again, I probably haven't really sort of put a lot of thought on, but yeah, to get you to be able to deliver the song how you want to, and you'd have to bring your feelings in and think, wait on, what did we write this about, and also, I guess too, where you're delivering it, like where you're performing, I suppose, probably changes that a little bit too at times. Is it, since releasing your music, have you found, has anyone sort of a song that you see most people requesting or most people picking up, or has it been surprised you? Has it been a bit different everywhere, each single?
I think one of the there's probably a couple. Save Me was one of our first original releases, and it's definitely hit a chord with a number of our friends and family, and it is requested quite often. And if we're out and about, you know, having a drink somewhere, and we know somebody who, you know, who runs a venue, quite often it'll pop up on the on the speakers, and it's like, oh, that's us. Which still like strikes me. Like, I know this song. Oh, hang on, it's me.
I've heard this before.
I know. So it's actually really cool. And the other one I think is Raise 'Em High. I think that really hit a chord with people, because we also did a music video to Raise 'Em High. It's kind of a tribute to serving members, the Anzacs, and just generally to anyone that you may have loved and lost, basically. And it's about raising it high and just celebrating life. And we actually got a lot of our family members and friends to see if they'd contribute photos for that video from their family and get permission and consent to use them. And we were just overwhelmed by the response, and everybody was really, really helpful and just wanted to be a part of that. So the video just showcases, you know, and like I've said to my mum and dad, it's like, you know, granddad's sitting in a box in a photo in a box somewhere or on the mantle, but no one else is celebrating his life. So it was really nice to bring those people back to life and share those memories and those people with others. So it was kind of special.
Very special. Again, it's the power that you get with music, isn't it? And you know, it just shows that there's such a need for it, that there's always going to be a need for good music, and
absolutely.
COVID slowed us down and even put a lot of us out of work, but I think it just really showed through that, you know, we still needed it. Even at a time where people are cutting down to the bare necessities, we still needed music. It is a necessity. It is something that we need to get through each day, isn't it?
Exactly. There's a song for every situation, I think, and it's your heart. Like, it can just bring it alive, and it can help you go through those motions and feel those feelings, which, you know, we all should be doing. We have to go through those motions, and music helps that, I think.
Yes, it definitely does. What is that Randy Travis song where he said in the song his words were, it's just another way of, it's a love song, and it's just another way of me saying the same thing as all the other love songs out there, but this is my way of relating it. And I think that's what music is. We all have different artists and different people that we like and different sounds. And nearly all of them are saying, someone is saying that point in one of their songs. It's just a way of people finding what they relate to.
100%. Sometimes people ask me, what's the song about? Sometimes I don't like to tell them, because I like to get their own, for them to get their own thing out of it that helps them in their own situation. So sometimes I'm a bit hesitant to say what a song's about, because I like them to get their own thing out of it.
Yes, it's interesting that you say that, because I get sent a lot of press releases and things, and I won't read it until I've listened to the song, because I want to think about it and I've got to listen to it a few times. I can't break a song down in one listen. I have to break it down piece by piece and then I'll read the press release because I want to know how close was I? I love that. That's really good. But talking about your current single, tell us a little bit about Ain't Giving Up on You. How's it going? Have you enjoyed this release?
Yeah, so Ain't Giving Up on You, we kind of left that one to our last release on the album. It's actually our feature track on the album that we're releasing tomorrow.
Is it really? Oh my gosh, is it that late? It is. It's the 26th today. Oh,
I know.
I actually was going to say it's next week. Sorry.
Yeah, so we were trying to sort of come up with a name for the album, and then we kind of went Ain't Giving Up on You because Highway 95's been an amazing journey. Like you said, we've only been together for just over 12 months, and we've never given up. We just keep getting better and better at this music journey. There's so much to learn. I don't think we'll ever learn it all in our lifetime, but it's just been incredible, the support that we get along the way. And Ain't Giving Up on You just sort of wraps it up. Like, we've never given up on Highway 95, and we're just really excited to where we're heading and what might happen or not happen. We're just following our dreams and having fun along the way. So
how do you find, I mean, I know that you guys, you've seen music over the east side. How do you guys find music in WA and traveling around? Do you find it's different? Is it harder? What do you find over that way? Because a lot of artists do try to come to the east side because there's such a busy musical scene, but what's it like where you guys are?
Growing up here, been playing cover bands since I was 18. Perth has always been known as a cover band city. So WA is a big cover band place. And I find today a lot of big artists actually don't come to Perth anymore. They'll tour Brisbane, Melbourne, Sydney, and New Zealand, and they'll probably get out of here. So we're actually getting less and less big bands coming here. But the music scene, it's vibing, it's active, and we'll quite often travel to Perth to watch bands. But I love it. But we've always been known as cover band city, but we need to get more regional acts happening out of WA, and definitely.
I guess we've also been fortunate enough. Like, a lot of the venues here do support live music, so we've been lucky enough to be able to promote our music and and obviously showcase our original stuff as well. But we do throw a lot of covers in there too, as well, to buff out, so people are familiar with our sound and stuff. But I think looking at over East, I think there's probably more opportunities for growth for musicians rather than over here. And I believe, WAM, West Australian, is it West Australian Music? They're trying to do more in that space, which is great. And we do see a lot more promotion starting to happen, but I think you guys are a lot more proactive in that area, and there's probably a lot more opportunity over East than there is here for growth.
Yeah. It's hard, isn't it? And we've probably been very similar to that in the past. I think COVID changed that a lot for us down here. But you guys are probably just as isolated. Like, we've got that body of water around us that does what it was great with COVID. It stopped it. But anything else, it stops other things that we don't want stopping. And I think West Australia being it's very similar in that situation. Like, you're quite cut off from a lot of the mainland, and I do often wonder, but it's interesting because there's clearly a music hunger there. So you get the bigger artists that if they want to travel, it sounds like it's worth going because you guys have got the people that want it.
100%. I mean, I love going out watching live shows, and it's just WA seems to support the cover band side of it, where if you want to try and break into your own music, your original side, it seems to be bigger over than it is here.
We did recently have the opportunity to showcase all our originals. Like, we've got the Red Earth Arts Festival here, which is put on by the City of Karratha, so we can showcase our original music at that. It was the first time I think we played a full set of our originals, no covers. And then we also had that opportunity to do that at the at the Red Country Music Festival, which headlined Lee Kernaghan and Ashley Dulles. So we had the opportunity to meet them as well, which was fantastic. It's just really nice not to have to worry about covers, and just, people are there to listen. So it is happening more and more. And, there's a few people up here that are trying to get those festivals happening.
I was going to say that because I've had quite a few artists and bands on from WA, and the music that you guys are have at the moment, I think you guys are fantastic. Like, you've got some great artists and original, like you guys, the original music, the hunger for it seems to be growing. And that's why I asked whether you've noticed, because I've noticed that the quality is just incredible, what you guys are releasing as a whole. And it's nice to see. But
100%. And also the original bands that are coming out of WA are really supporting each other as well.
Yes.
So we're like a tight little knit community, because they know we're trying, and we know they're trying. We know what it's like. So if we keep supporting each other as well, you know, that can go a long way.
Absolutely. It goes so far. To be honest, I think it's what keeps people in the industry. We all find this industry hard. Doesn't matter where we're based. It's never an easy industry. But I have, like, you know, growing up in this and doing these sorts of things, I wouldn't be here if we didn't all help each other. And, you know, the big artists helping the little artists helping, the ones in between helping. There's no, oh, you're not up here, so I don't want to talk to you. It's, well, how can you get you here up here with me? It's such a supportive industry, and I think it's the only reason it works so well in the whole, as a country as a whole. I think we're really good at that level of support.
It's just a good Aussie culture supporting Aussie fellow people, and it's awesome to see.
Yes, it is. And the other thing I'm noticing too is we're crossing genres a lot. Like, there's not as much of I'm country or I'm this. It's, what do I want to play tonight? What am I writing, because I'm writing it, which I really like saying too. Boxing ourselves in. But tell us a little bit. I wanted to go in and have a look. You guys have got your music, so I Ain't Giving Up on You is on all the streaming platforms. But tell us a bit about the lovely artwork. Is this something that you guys designed? How did it all come about?
Bob does most of the artwork. I'm not. I stick to the tech stuff, like the social media stuff, but anything artistic is.
I design all the covers and the emblems, and I go through heaps of them and send them to her, and we slowly narrow them down, and eventually we agree on one, and you know, we don't know really what we want till we see it, and sometimes that can go on for a while, but when we see it, we're like, that's it. And
it sounds almost harder than the writing of the song.
So we look at the song, the picture, and try and marry the two together. Because in that song, you know, he's in the truck and she's asking him to turn around and come home, you know. So I guess that's how that picture sort of came about.
I actually really liked it, and it's interesting because as I said to you, I don't read the press kits or anything until I've listened to songs, but I also like to see the artwork, and I like that before I hear it. And when I looked at your artwork for this song, I was like, oh, it looks like an adventure. That was my first, like, oh, what are we going to do? Like, you know, it's interesting. I always like to hear the stories behind it and see what people think of. But yes, sometimes the artwork and designing of merch can be two of the hardest things.
100%. We go through that much stuff, different emblems, lettering, and eventually one pops out, and that's the one.
And it's just right when it's right. Were you sitting on this song for a while? Because as you said, this is like the song to go with the album. But how long ago did you write this song? Is it one that you've sort of been sitting on for a bit, or how did it come about?
I probably wrote this song earlier on in the year, and I write 1 to 3 songs a week.
Wow!
So I have my phone is just full of songs that even Nicole has never heard. So it's hard to explain, but like, if you asked me to write about something, I probably would struggle. But if you spoke to me about it over time, something would eventually pop in my head and it would just flow. So at those moments, whatever I do, I stop, I get my phone out and I just write it all down. And the song usually comes within 5 minutes. It's almost like clairvoyant-ish sort of stuff. So and that happens to me like 1 to 3 times a week, and I just stop what I'm doing. I've got that many songs. It's crazy. And I will keep doing it because I don't want, if the tap's flowing, I don't want to turn it off. So.
Don't stop. You know, keep them in the bank. And how do you? That's a lot. That's incredible. 3 songs a week, and it's you know, you obviously got quite a variety of writing because you're just writing it how it comes out. How do you choose which ones to record? that would be my. How do you choose which baby to release?
Some to me just stand out. Like something about that one. I always remember something about that one. And I've got a few of them now that Nicole hasn't even heard yet. We're going in November to do another album. So now we actually have, it's a good problem to have, but we have a problem of, what songs do we choose?
So, it is a good problem to have,
and there's songs that she hasn't heard yet that I'm like, that's one of those songs. So, yeah, I guess next year you'll hear the new album and the new songs are already written for that already.
That is incredible. That is just wow. You're about to release your album. So album coming out tomorrow. Tell us a bit about this. How nervous are you? Because I'd be terrified right now if I were you.
I don't know. I kind of think it was kind of a whirlwind. Like we were probably planning to do the album closer to the end of the year, but we got some advice to sort of, maybe do it now, and then we could submit it for some awards and stuff, because if we don't do it now, we can't. So we're like, okay, so we're doing this now. So it has been. We haven't really had a chance to probably process that yet.
No.
We'll probably wake up tomorrow, slap ourselves, and say we've got an album out. It's I don't know. I'm kind of excited because it's a chance for us to show people the hard work that we've done over the last 12 months, and it kind of brings it in all together nicely. And it's exciting. It's exciting.
It's very exciting.
I find it weird to actually releasing the album tomorrow, but I'm already thinking about the next one in November.
It's interesting, isn't it? You have to do that. It's like songs rolled. I've got these coming up. But that's how it works. I want to get the process rolling, writing it, recording it. It's a huge cycle, and you're working on the next one before we've even heard the current. Current music. How did you guys work together and compile it? Because for me, albums often tell a story in themselves. Like, you've got your singles that are their own stories, but often an album it's like a story front to back, and 1 through to 12 or 10 or whatever's on it is usually a bit of a journey. Did you guys work on that together, or how did that come about?
I'll let you go.
So generally when we get together for practice and stuff, Bob will have a rough idea of the sound of the song, and he'll sort of have a bit of a melody to go with it, and it kind of goes from there, because obviously it's got to be in my range. I love a good capo. It's got to be higher, it's got to be higher, it's got to be lower, and then we'll get a rough recording, and then I'll actually take it away and I'll learn it properly and try and connect the lyrics to an emotion and bring my vocals to life, and then I'll come back and it'll be like, it's actually really easy. Like we've never had a difficult time trying to sort of get a feel for a song. So we generally get it down packed, and then we'll play it live a few times before we go to the studio, so that we really have that connection with the song. And it kind of makes recording a lot easier as well. And then we've used the same recording studio, Fremantle Recording Studios, for this whole album that we're releasing. And our guitarist Luke Stamonkovic as well, and they just work really well together, and they bring their element into it as well, and it kind of grows in the studio on top of what we've already done. So it'll be really interesting. We're talking about next albums, are really interesting because we're using a different producer, because unfortunately David's not available. So so we're kind of excited and a little scared. So
I like that.
Because working with different people can change the sound of an album, which isn't a bad thing either.
No, it's not. And it kind of like, you might be thinking of a certain thing, and then they go, well, what about this? And it's just that level of creativity that goes into a song. It's not just the person that writes it, the person that sings it. It's huge. And that's kind of the magic of a song as well. And that connection that you get from the studio as well is a special thing.
It is. And also to bring other people in. Like, we've got thick skin. We don't have any egos or attitudes.
That's a terrible song. We're not doing that one. We'll do this.
And he'll come in and say, this or that. And sometimes we don't know what we want until we hear it. And we're quite easy. No, that doesn't work. Next, move on. Next. So we're very easy to work with. We're very laid back. And we have thick skin. So lay it on us, and all we want is the best for that individual song. And I think the Fremantle studio helped us really well with that. Everyone was very grounded, and very welcoming, and very, very homely sort of a feeling. It worked out really well.
Yeah, because I must admit, I was, and I think Bob was as well, like, a bit nervous recording our first songs, because we had no idea. We'd never done it before. So I was nervous. It was it's like, can we say what we want, So but they made it really easy for us.
The process.
It was more than I
Yeah.
expected, way better than I expected. They were just so homely and welcoming.
Yeah.
Wow.
They made it really easy.
Yeah, can't
Really
thank them
easy.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. How exciting. And for both of you to experience that at the same time is really special as well. Yeah, getting to learn it. And I guess that's the thing too. The next album, you've got that experience behind you. Like that'll change you as well. Like you were saying, you're getting better with your writing, getting better with your vocals, just getting better with playing. It's just it's a great journey going from one album to the next. And I think I'm so excited that you guys are recording again already.
100%. Like even the songwriting's getting better, and now the next album has to be different to the last one. We need to step our game up a little bit. Set some more goals, more targets, and try and reach them, and see if we can just keep positive forward direction, and hopefully everyone likes it.
I cannot wait. Tell us, where's the best place for us to get the album? Like, do you have a preferred platform? What are the best options music-wise?
Most of your favorite streaming services, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. Yeah, so they'll all be there. Yeah,
wonderful, excellent, and websites, those sorts of things. Pre-save link. Have you got a pre-save link up that people can go over and follow you?
No, we don't for this one. No, so because it was a bit of a rush to get it out, so it's out there for you to pick up tomorrow.
Oh my gosh, that's just exciting. That's even more special. I have to wait to midnight.
I know.
Is it midnight your time or midnight our time? Because we're closer.
Oh, good question.
It'll be your time.
Oh, good. We get it first. So exciting to hear that it's coming out tomorrow. What's the best place to follow you for shows and where you guys are playing, or what's next? What social media do you prefer?
Yeah, so I do a lot of the posts on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and I update our website when I remember to. No, I update the website as well. Just to tell people where we might be playing. But Facebook and Instagram are our favourite streaming ones. Yeah.
Yeah, wonderful. I can't believe we've been talking for half an hour already. I'm very sorry. I told you I'm not good at this talk.
I know.
I'm a bad
time. It doesn't feel like half an hour.
No, it never does. And I'm like, we're still live talking. It has been an absolute pleasure having you guys on. Thank you for trusting us and coming to join us. I hope you guys will come back. Are you heading to Tamworth this year?
Yes. Yeah, we're coming to Tamworth for our second time. Yeah. So it was a bit of a whirlwind this year. We kind of decided a month out of the festival to come this year, and that was we didn't want to do that again. We made it happen, but it was a struggle.
We had fun. We loved it. Beautiful people, beautiful town.
Absolutely.
And we had an absolute ball. Can't wait to go back there next year. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
There's something very special about Tamworth, that's for sure.
Yes.
Well, we will be there and we'll be doing interviews. So you have to come and see us live in person and have a chat.
Absolutely. 100%. We would love to come and say hello.
100%.
So yes, stay in touch and we will organise that. I can't believe we're talking about Tamworth already. It feels like it was last week that we were there doing it. You just link and it's here again, which is great because I love it. And you always feel pretty down for the few weeks afterwards because you're missing it. So oh, great. I cannot wait to see you guys live. I cannot wait to hear the album tomorrow. When we're finished here, guys, make sure you click in the link and follow along on all social media platforms so that you guys can not only hear tomorrow's album, but the next lot of music that's coming because we know there's more. Thank you so much. I've had a really great time. That's gone very quickly.
Yes.
We'll see you guys all next week.
Oh, thank you so much for having us. We really appreciate that.
Thank you very much for your support.
Anytime. See you guys.
See you.